Lettuce-handed noobs just exchanged their newly minted bought Bitcoin to the whales who were transferred over 1.5 billion in Bitcoin in a textbook by the dip extravaganza. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea, hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing. All the humble opinion of this piano Zamboni bringing the data. The FOMO index has inched up to 78 from yesterday's 77. Bitcoin dominance is 57%. 24-hour volumes, 146 billion. The overall market cap, 3.35 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, it looks like the Thanksgiving blessings took a bullish toll on the normie in-laws as price action has made what some legacy analysts call a V-shaped recovery. But we talked about this, so it should have come as no surprise to anyone in this boutique community when Bitcoin price action, well, she had a little pump. Bullish score at that level. And if she's so maliciously darn tootin', maybe we could get back up to the 38.2% fib at 96.5, which is also in the headwindy and borderline personality grudge-toting arms of the 23.6% fib. So, the fibs, the supports, and the resistances are lined up real proper like a life-saving ladder out of a burning building. And if we see a recovery candle today, we would have to carve out and close today's candle at or above the 23.6% fib up at 96.5, which is also the 38.2% fib back on the 4-hour chart. So there's a quadzilla of bullish word scores at that level, and we head back up due to the Tether liquidity injection. I wouldn't be surprised to first see us hit the 38.2% fib up at 95.2-ish, and if she's so darn tootin', we maybe even reconvene with the 23.6% fib at 96.5-ish. Lord love a duck. She didn't do just that. After Tuesday, let the Bears dance all the way down to its bottom of 90.6. The Bulls started to gavotte back onto the dance floor, pushing the price up and over the 20 and the 50. Moving average picking out at 97.3, then popped its top button on their pants and relaxed back down, throwing some test wicks at the 20 moving average, and finally gave thanks to the goldenest of golden ratios, the Siggity 1.8% fib with a support wick bounce, and has pumped back up to a time of production 96.5, putting us above all three moving averages and carving out this cute little cup and handle pattern. The price probability of this pattern is, and sing it with me now. Oh, you take the bull, you slide it all, the breakout point, and then we're all at 101.5-ish. Anaya. Now over on the ding dong, you can see we have carved out a textbook V-shaped recovery. Now we are also making lower highs, which isn't optimal. So I'd like to see us carve out and close today's candle at or above 97.8. That will tell us that the Bulls are back in the driver's seat and the Bears were left behind. Quick look at the Wookiee. Caesar stay green. Price for the week is also up 97.8, which would also carve out and close the mother of all hammer candles moving into next week. And a hammer candle is a bullish candle signaling that the Bulls took control of the market and should keep the bullish ball in play moving into Santalicious Pumpamatodic December, which is French for December. And would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth, a day none of us are guaranteed. We're not guaranteed these days, yet we're lucky enough to have anyway. So get out there, knock 'em dead, and remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leaves. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee, join me for a quick one, and it's Friday, so by all means, sing me out, won't you? Around the banks of Boom Dash Bang. Whoa. Ching. Misco, the Oprah Winfrey of the channel. 5 for a Friday. Thank you for the 5 memberships this morning. What a glorious, glorious morning. Yeah, that changes everything, really. You know, the old dominant 7th rather than the major 7th. It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different tone. This is kind of more fun-loving, good time buddy, and this is more, maybe a little more fragile. Don't say certain things around this person, major 7th, but then the minor or the dominant 7th, you can just, well, that's the minor 7th. You can't say things around it either. But the dominant 7th, you can. It's a good old boy. Kind of guy who has a truck, and every time someone moves, gives him a call. Hey, would you mind moving me? It's like, yeah, well, I'm a dominant 7th chord. I got room in my truck and everything. Thank you very much, Misco, helping build this channel in this mighty, mighty bull run. 97K. 97K. Will we hit 100K today? It will be. Yeah, it's an easily offended kind of chord, the major 7th. She's a Harvard snowflake white type of chord. You can hear it though, eh? Fragile. Will we hit 100K today? That's the crazy thing. We'll know right by 11:30. By 11:30 this morning, we will know whether we're hitting 100K, because she's either going to pump or she's not going to pump. We'll know by 11:30. Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving yesterday. This is when, all those memes you see with me rolling into Thanksgiving. And then the Alex Jones memes. Don't get him started. Me after 3 beers. Talking about all the crazy shit Alex talks about. That's essentially me too. I fit almost every single one of those memes. However, we don't have Thanksgiving up here. I think we do. It's in October. We like to space out Thanksgiving and Christmas a little farther. But this is when typically everyone starts to talk about Bitcoin. This is the year too. It's so in the cycle. No one likes to talk about Bitcoin last year or the year before. Everyone loves to talk about Bitcoin this year, but next year we may be in what some people call the beginning of the bear market, which is it's hard to believe, right? So you know how fast this shit goes. Like we're it's hard to believe we're in 2024. We're almost done 2024. We're in 2025. What do you mean? I thought we just started 2024. God, it goes so fast. Even though that summer bummer, man, that might have been the longest point of my entire life. The summer bummer. Wick 589, thank you for the super shot. Trying to figure if this is like 2020 holiday. Well, there was something very different about the 2020 holiday. You know, you can never end with those dominant sevenths. There's always, what? Oh, I don't know. Not sure. Thank you for the super chat, Wick. Yes, so this is when everyone kind of goes back to work and starts thinking. Remember yesterday, my kooky uncle was talking about Bitcoin. He said that it was the hardest, most sound money humanity's ever seen. He's crazy. I mean, he says a lot of crazy things, but the stuff about Bitcoin and inflation and corrupt government and banks kind of becoming insolvent, that kind of rang true with me. And here I am working at a bank too. Am I currently in an insolvent bank and I just don't know it? Maybe I should get some exposure to Bitcoin. He gave me some affiliate links, and maybe I'll just use those affiliate links to maybe buy some Bitcoin. I mean, it can't hurt. I'd rather hedge on the side of caution and maybe protect myself rather than just kind of going down with this inflation corruption ship. Corruption ship? Corruption ship. It will be known as his corruption ship. And this is when everyone, basically starts their Bitcoin journey. And then what do they say for the next 6 to 9 months? They say, Wick, you're a genius. Can't believe. Remember on Thanksgiving when you told me to buy Bitcoin? I think it was at 94, 95. I thought it was a little toppy, but what do I know? You said, no, we're just beginning. I didn't really believe you. Because how can we be 150% up and we're just beginning? Nothing you said, Wick, made sense. But, I threw caution to the wind, and all that talk about inflation and corruption ship, I was like, you know what, I'm going to throw a little bit of gauche at this Bitcoin. And sure enough, Wick, I can't believe it. 9 months later, I've doubled the money. I've doubled the gauche. You're a genius. I can't believe what happened. I guess it's just going to go up forever. And then the summer bummer hits. Because we will have another summer bummer this year. I'm quite convinced now, if there's one thing I've missed about the cycles, is the ongoing summer bummer. And so what will happen is that the noobs that got in on Thanksgiving, they won't be able to handle the summer bummer. Listen, we're pros. We can handle the summer bummer. Barely. I remember August 5th with the Japan carry trade, when that was basically one of the more volatile aspects of the summer bummer. Sneaky Pete Vaporizers, he asks me, can you play an all-time high chord progression? Let me think what that would be. Well, of course, Sneaky Pete, when you think about all-time high chord progressions, you have to go back into your chord book and think, well, what songs use the same chords that are, the most popular? And, well, there's one chord progression that everybody uses for their number one hit. Now, there's two versions of it. One's an inverted version of it, but the major sounding all-time high chord is the song. I guarantee every one of your favorite songs, like, no, let's not go out on the song risk curve, like start getting into Steely Dan unreleased live versions from Sweden. That's my favorite song. Okay, we get it. But like your top 40 favorite song will have used this chord progression. So we're going to call it the all-time high chord progression. You tell me if you recognize this chord progression. Oh, wait. I'll just enjoy my black coffee out of my Bitcoin Crypto Morning TA cup that took longer than I thought to get here. It took, I don't know, a month or so. I don't like that. Wick, you're correct. It is Let It Be, but it's not really known as the Let It Be chord progression. Sneaky Pete says that unreleased live Steely Dan in Sweden spoke to me personally. Yeah. Well, though, if you've watched the piano stream, there's always a Steely Dan requester, right? And those are basically trying to stump the piano guys. It's like, let's see if they know Steely Dan. Of course, we know a couple of Steely Dan songs, but just beware of what you wish for, because when you play Steely Dan, it's good for a bit, and like even the Steely Dan maxis don't really enjoy it because they're ticked off that you knew it, because they tried to stump you. They're like, instead of requesting a Tiny Dancer or Sweet Caroline, I'd like to hear Steely Dan. And then when we play it, they're like, damn it, no Steely Dan, ruined my whole night. So anyway, it's not Let It Be. It is Let It Be, of course. When myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. So it is that. But it is better known as... goes to the minor. What song's that? I'll wait with my Bitcoin Crypto Morning TA cup that took kind of long. Oh, we're having a historic glitch. I already said that. Yes, of course. I think Squeaky McGee started his piano live stream journey off trying to get us to play Rush. Was it you, Squeaky McGee? It was someone. So it would always request Rush. That's right. Journey, Bruce May, War Player, XRP, Misco, Don't Stop Believing, Michael Norris. That's right. And we tried the thing about Rush, Squeaky McGee, and other Rush fans. That's not only is it kind of, not that poppy, it's also not that likable by the gen pop, if you know what I mean. So if we were to play the most popular Rush song, 60% of the people would still be left going, who is this? What is this? Is this some sort of math rock? Is this what the kids call math rock or progressive math rock or something? I don't know what it is, but guess what? It's not Sweet Caroline. Now, there's a time and place for Rush songs in a piano bar amongst the normies, because make no mistake, when the boutique community tunes in, they've heard the songs that we play for the normies a million times. And although we try to go out on the risk curve with songs for not only our own pleasure, but, to keep the boutique community, somewhat refreshed. They can only hear
Tiny Dancer and Sweet Caroline, 100 times max. Always remember that if you're sick of a song, we're 100 times sick of it. Sneaky Pete, man, I've had doodles in my head for days. Yeah, you know what? I was going to work on that today. I have the bed tracks down, so I'm going to. That's going to be on the crypto album. Let's do some doodles, a.k.a. astrology for men. I see a cup in... Oh, have I forgot it? Men. Oh, see a cup on handle pattern. I see a head and shoulders in the sky. I'm looking at the moving average convergence, divergence, the MACD. Whatever that means, let's do some doodles, a.k.a. astrology for men. Oh, those kooky little lines. Now, the crypto markets needed a song called Astrology for Men. I don't care what you say. I don't care how much we're going to argue about this. It needed it. All I did was facilitate a need. Mother or invention is the mother of all. Necessity is the mother of all invention. We all know, now that that song exists, we all know it was needed. Did I really want to write a song called Astrology for Men? Yeah, I did. But I needed to write it to fulfill, in the jungle of life, there's animals that make sounds. Go, 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 go. They're all a part of this, evolutionary symphony of frequencies. Do you remember in the video I said it's not by accident all the frequencies are off? If you go into a jungle, that's what makes everything flow, is these frequencies of these animals. Now in the Bitcoin market, there was a missing frequency, and it was the song Astrology for Men. And that's, one might say, and you might disagree, and I might not even know what I'm talking about, but I do think that song kicked off the bull market. That's a little aggressive. I know it didn't kick off the bear market. Jimmy Coco, pianomattyb merely removed the excess noises so we could hear the song that was already there. You're right. That is a better take on it. That is a better take on it. It was always there, really, because every song was really always there. Even this song. Now it's a million different songs. Yeah, Jimmy Coco's hilarious video, Axis of Awesome. Yeah, so the Axis of Awesome video, I think it's probably, God, it's got to be 20 years old now. God, don't say it's 20 years old, but it maybe is. And it goes over that chord progression, but it also, they invert it. So this is the major version of it. Major, minor sixth, which because it's the sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the sixth note of the C major scale, so it's the minor sixth. And this is the 61.8% fib, the golden ratio, where we reset, and it wants to go back to resolve to C, right? You can feel it wants to go somewhere, and in order for the math to work out, it has to go back to C. So anyway, holy smokes. Somehow, this is funny. See the Blackout City Kids there? That is Duke on a computer upstairs. How did you... I can't even get into that. I've been trying to get into the Blackout City Kids YouTube page forever. Somehow, he's on a computer that it kind of got onto it. Okay, Duke. I see you, buddy. That's funny. You got to hand it to him. The Blackout City Kids. So the Blackout City Kids was he hacked me. That's right. Hi, Duke. Was the song Wrong Turn, which uses the inverted version of this. So hit those likes, Duke says. Wrong Turn, which was from the Blackout City Kids, inverts it and starts on the minor. They Take a bruised chin, take a skinny, take a million hits till I ever can see. Scream at the top of my lung. How did you do that, buddy?
I just went onto the thing and started commenting.
Are you telling me that the Blackout City Kids is signed into that computer? What are you eating there? Oh, strawberry. Oh, gotcha. Wow, Wick says, geez, he does know his ABCs and his 1, 2, 3s. Let's put this away because we're gonna.
I can just.
Oh, core and all. Okay. Multi-sig dummy says, Duke, future Bitcoin legend. You just teleported from upstairs to downstairs. So today's musical lesson was about the all-time high chords brought on by Sneaky Pete. And then the serpent ate its tail because Duke went to Blackout City Kids YouTube and its most famous song, Wrong Turn, inverts that pattern. And there you go. That's how we're having a little bit of pumping right there, buddy.
Yeah.
97.2 is where we're at. We want to get to 97.8. Lord love a duck if that happens. Holy skibbity Duke. Can you imagine if it hits 90? You like that, eh? Okay, what are you going to play for the good peeps today, my boy? Did you hit the sweet reverb with your talented tootsies? There you go. Whoa.
It feels like the bottom. It feels like the bottom. It feels like something's about to change. It feels like the bottom. And I mean this in the most grooviest way. Feels like the walls are crashing down on me. Like everything is falling apart. Nothing makes sense anymore. I just wanna go back to the days where it felt like it would never end. It would all go on forever. I wake up and you're gone. Did I hold on too long? Tell me, where did I go wrong? It feels like the bottom. It feels like something's about to change. Feels like the bottom, me the most grooviest way. Tell me that's over, tell me that's done. Tell me everything I thought was wrong. Everything I had now is gone. It feels like the bottom. Feels like something's about to change. It feels like the bottom. I mean this the most grooviest way. It feels like the bottom. Feels like something's about to change. It feels like the bottom. I mean this the most grooviest way.
Nice ending chord. You get that inverted major seventh. Nice job, buddy.
The piano wasn't on.
Oh, you little Dickens. It's amazing. It's amazing you can do that. Unbelievable. Played that without the piano on. Crazy. Well, here's what I forgot to do today. Forgot to look at some charts here. We'll just go over a little bit. Sweet reverb here. We have this cute little cup and handle pattern playing out here, which goes to 101.5. There's Dick Duck again. 101.5 for this cute little hammer candle. Let's draw it in so we have it. We have it. There we go. Zoink, zoink. There we go. Cute little cup and handle pattern playing out to 101.5. Now over on to reader. Look at 97.5. We're almost at 97.8. That's where I wanted to candle close at or above 97.8 so we can get a higher high. You know, one might argue we are on higher highs, but we have to go back. We have to compare to, swing highs, so to speak. So looks like Nanny's at home upstairs. Higher high, minimum bullish would be Duke runs up. Have you smashed those likes yet? Let's see what we got here. We got 87, one dislike. Someone didn't like something. Unbelievable, eh? So we have, this is 97.8 is min bull. Now, mega bull would be the candle close, obviously higher than 98.6, because that is our official candle close high, 98.6 on the ding dong on the daily chart. Misco already hit the like. Thanks, buddy. Thank you for the 5 for Friday as well. Tonight is the biggest and the best live dueling piano stream on earth. Does it have millions of subscribers and patrons? No. But it doesn't mean it's not the biggest and the best. Are we the only one doing it? Yeah. It doesn't diminish its size. It just means we're the first movers. So in like 4 years, when other people are doing live piano streams and they wonder why ours is the biggest, well, it's the first mover, but it'd probably be the best too. Because I've been to piano bars and they're good, but the crowd's better. The what makes those piano bars super fun in the States is the crowds are amazing. Are our crowds amazing at the Jimmy? Not really. Sometimes, but they're not like piano bars in real cities, quote unquote real cities. They're a little bit different, but mega bullish would be to close. What's our highest candle close over on the 4 hour? We're 99.3 we close. Okay. That's a noisy little so-and-so. Misco says it is the best. Thank you, Misco. Thank you very much. Misco's been a long time supporter of the live piano bar. Now, here's something we didn't take a look at. Look at this candle. Holy smokes. What are we sitting here in November so far? So far, we are sitting at 37.8. Now, here's the thing. Last 4 years ago, during 2020, we had a November candle that was 42%, I believe. So, if we were to see 42%, we would be at basically 100K. Yeah, 100K. We'd break 100K. That's if we close, what is it, tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow, yes. God, Sunday's December 1st. Unbelievable. So if we close tomorrow at 100K, we will have just made the same amount of gains as 4 years ago, which you have to always remember to move it 42% at this level rather than back in 2020 when it was, God, what are we talking, 16Ks to 20K, 10,000? I can't remember. That's how crazy it is. And in 4 years, we will be saying, what was it, 90K, 100K, 105? I don't even remember what it was. That's how crazy this market is. So just to match 4 years ago, the legendary November candle would put us at 100K, which I'll, of course, take. I would like this weekend to break 100K. Is that so much to ask? Is that so much to ask? What I'd really like to do is break it either tonight's stream or tomorrow's stream. So I will put again 100K watch party. I find that pretty fun. Look at Duke. Hey, go check the live dueling piano. He almost got dueling right. Duoling. Well, I see where his mind's going. Duoling. I had parent-teacher interviews with Duke. You're gonna like this. You're good. Whoever has stuck around this long, you will enjoy this story. the teacher said, you know, I really enjoyed Duke. He's a real light in the classroom. He has some interesting takes too on the government. I'm like, really, the government? And he's like, yeah, we had a kind of a back and forth. I was talking about something about the government, and he put up his hand and said, did I know that everything the government says is a lie and everything that it has is stolen? And that's, of course, because his dad always says, Duke, do you know, I always say, Duke, everything the government says is what? He's go, a lie. Everything it has is stolen. So I didn't think that he would kind of retain it and tell his teacher, but that's okay, because, you know, I'm raising him that way. I don't, if it's offensive to anyone, man, oh well, you're going to have to get out of Duke's way.
Make sure you like and subscribe.